I literally have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway. Hey friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy, the handmade homeschooler, and we're just gonna have a chatty video because it's January and I'm freezing and life has been crazy. So basically what I wanted to talk about today has to do with like all the new goals that I have set for my homeschool, for my home. So this is just gonna be like a really chatty homeschool life type of video and kind of just like what Mandy's been up to kind of video. So as far as homeschooling, let's chat about homeschooling for a minute. So this week I did a really big thing. I mailed off my son's graduation application for his cover school. Now, even though he's in a cover school and he doesn't physically attend the school that he's going to because he's homeschooled, obviously, he gets to participate in their graduation and it's totally optional for him. He still gets his diploma either way, but he decided he wanted to participate in the graduation ceremony and walk the stage and all of that. So this week I submitted the application and the fees and it was very surreal. So that's done and we will be traveling to the school, which is not in our state, and we'll be going out there soon, and I'm dealing with that. I'm dealing with all the emotions of graduation right now. So there's that going on. Now, because it is January, I also submitted the children's records and grades. So we are officially in the second term of the year. So the school that they attend, they have a first semester and a second semester. They don't do 4 quarters. So we are officially in second semester right now. And we are finishing up a bunch of subjects already, and we're going to switch to the alternate subjects. My oldest, he doesn't have a whole lot to switch to because he's got plenty of credits for graduation. My youngest is actually finishing up Latin 2, and we will be heading into his campfire unit, which is paleontology. So we will be doing paleontology later. He's not quite finished yet, so I'm going to let him have a couple more weeks to finish up Latin, and then he's going to head right into paleontology. So we're getting to that point of the year where we're switching subjects, we're finishing some things up, like half year type of subjects. So I don't have a whole lot of goals for my youngest this year, but I do have quite a few for my oldest. My oldest, he's got some things he needs to do for graduation. He's got some things he needs to do for the career that he's going to go into, which I'm not ready to talk about that yet. I don't think he's ready for me to talk about that yet. People close to us know what he's getting ready to do, and it took him a little while to figure it all out, but he's there, and it's not something that's difficult for him to get into. We just have to go on a waiting list type of thing. And yeah, we're just kind of getting all of that stuff together now. Now, because my husband is retired military and we're going to be doing some things with VA scholarships and military scholarships and things like that, we are getting all of that together. And that honestly is probably the most confusing part of it. But luckily I have my husband who's going to be, directing that area for me because yeah, I've got plenty to do on my end. So luckily I have him to kind of help be the train conductor on that one. So I don't have to worry too much about all of that. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of that going on. And we probably are going to apply for the FAFSA and get that done and over with. And that I need to do really soon. Now that's all that's really going on in the homeschool world. In my world, I have some goals and things that I want to do for 2025. And I've already really started on this list, but and it's something that I've been working on since last year. And a lot of you know that I am on the autoimmune protocol diet, otherwise known as the AIP diet. I'm at the point now where I'm reintroducing foods, which is great. So I've got black pepper back into my diet, and after I get through the flare that I'm in now, I got flared up from a cold that I caught. And once I get through this flare, I think I'm gonna try another spice, something else in the spice category, see how I do. But I gotta get through the sickness first. It's been 2 solid weeks and I'm just exhausted. These are very small but mighty changes that I have been making since 2024. The AIP diet completely changed my life. It changed my son's life. It got rid of his migraines. For me, it got rid of my migraines. It got rid of almost all the pain that I have during the day. It's been wonderful. But it is time now to start adding foods back in. So one of the biggest goals I have for the year is just to get foods back into my diet. I've also been making a lot of non-toxic swaps in my house, and I want to keep on that train. So I have been making all kinds of non-toxic swaps, everything from my makeup to bathroom products to kitchen products. I just switched out my cutting boards this week, so I have brand new non-toxic cutting boards in my kitchen. I've been getting rid of almost everything plastic. I have almost a non-plastic kitchen completely, like it's a 100% no plastic type kitchen. This is something, I will say this, it's not something that I've talked about, but it's something that I've been doing for about 5 years. And I'll say this, I have no idea what I'm doing. I really don't. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am trying to figure out sourdough this year. I'm trying to figure out how to make my starter garden. I'm calling it a starter garden because I don't know what else to call it, but I'm not going to be plowing my backyard. Because I have this condition called ankylosing spondylitis, which basically means my spine, all the joints in my spine are fusing together. So I can't do bending like normal people can. I can't even bend like I could a year and a half ago. And it's unfortunate, but I just have to figure out different ways to do things. I can't bend in a garden like most people could. So what I have to do is have raised beds, and so I'm going to do that. I have one already. I'm gonna get at least 1 or 2 more for this year, and then it's just something that I hope that I can add to every year. So I did my seed starters. I didn't even know that that was like a thing. They seem to be growing already. Like we were so, like when we saw the little greenery popping up on each one of them, we were like, are you serious? Like, is this real? Is this really happening? But yeah, they're growing. I'm excited. I don't know if they're gonna live, but I'll say this, when it comes to gardening and when it comes to making all these new things, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it anyway. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I'll try something else, you know. I'm not afraid, at my age, I'm not afraid to fail at something. And I really believe that anything that is worth doing is worth failing at and trying again. So, you know, I am one of those people, I will just try again. Now, one of the big skills that I want to learn is canning. I want to learn how to can and preserve, especially if I'm going to be doing this garden and I'm going to be making, I'm going to be growing food. I want to make sure that I learn how to preserve it. So canning is one of the big skills that I want to learn how to do. And I'm going to try water bathing hopefully this week with my first batch. I don't know if it's gonna work out, we're gonna see. I don't have like huge high hopes for it, but I'm gonna try. That's all I can do, right? Is just try it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Then I will try something else. So I'm gonna try canning. Yeah, there's like a bunch of things that I wanna try, but what I really wanna get down is starting a garden, canning, and sourdough. Those are the 3 things that I really want to learn this year. So I'm giving myself, you know, some grace, and I've been watching a lot of videos, I've been reading a lot of books, and I'm just trying. That's all I can do. That is what's going on. It seems like a lot right now, at least. Like I've been trying new things, you know, just since the first of the year, and I think sometimes I get a little bit overzealous because I get excited about something, and then I do too much too quickly, and I feel like that's probably what's happening because I feel a little bit overwhelmed in the kitchen because I'm making so much from scratch. But you know, from scratch cooking is a new adventure, but it is worth it. My family is super happy with the meals that I've made, which is great. Like, there's very few things that I've made that they were like, yeah, let's not keep this recipe. Most things they've really liked. So the other day I made graham crackers from scratch. I used a recipe from Farmhouse on Boone, and I made my husband's birthday cheesecake with sourdough graham crackers. And actually everybody really liked it. It had no white sugar in it or brown sugar. I used coconut sugar, which is my husband's favorite. He loves coconut sugar. So it looked like flan, but it was cheesecake. It was cheesecake. It was really neat. So anything that is highly processed or ultra processed, we don't have. I'm making all of the snacks. I'm making all of our meals from scratch. Yeah, I mean, I have to do so much cooking for myself that I'm already in the kitchen anyway, so it's not that big of a deal to make a couple extra things, you know what I mean? And I've already been making our bread from scratch for a long time. So if you want more videos about cooking things, let me know. That is something that I can probably easily do because I'm in the kitchen all day anyway. So let me know if you would like some kitchen type things or tutorials, or just want to see like what I'm up to with the from scratch cooking. It's not as hard as I thought it was. It is a little time consuming, but it's not as hard as I thought it was. And it's something that I've just been getting used to, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I've pretty much kicked out of the kitchen anything that's highly processed or ultra processed, anything that has dyes in it. I got rid of those. Anything with sugar, added sugar, high fructose corn syrup, all of that type of stuff, it's out of the house. We do not eat that type of stuff anymore, and mostly the kids just snack on like fruit, like fruit or something that I've made totally from scratch. And they don't actually snack a whole lot like they used to. And I think it's because I'm making, the meals that I'm making are so nutrient dense that they stay with the kids longer. So they're not really that hungry in the day, I guess. So, you know, it kind of works out that way. But yeah, just this video feels so disorganized and I'm so sorry. I think it's just because I've been sick and I just wanted to get a video up for you guys because I miss filming. It's been so long since I filmed, it feels like. Okay, so I'm gonna try to put this video together in a less disorganized fashion than what I recorded it in, and hopefully it will all kind of just mesh together. But if it doesn't, I apologize if this is such a messy video, but I'm kind of messy right now, so it makes sense. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and as always, happy homeschooling.